You may have now realized that you have been lied to your whole life. That life is not about studying hard, keep consuming, get a good job, which is not guaranteed. But if you do, work at that job till you're 60 and then retire and prepare to die. A lot of people are now realizing that they have just been lied to. That is all a lie. That's not what life is about. A lot of myths are being busted. The myths about good people don't have to think about money, only evil people are rich. All those myths have been busted. So if you're seeing this video, understand that God is calling you to live the higher life. God is calling you to create. He's calling me to create, and as an act of obedience, I have created this video. And if you have seen this video, if you've seen this video in your feed, know that He is also calling you to create. And I'll break it down here. This is an awakening because to every creator out there, to every person out there, you have a purpose to create. Why do I say this? Because you were created to create. And I'll break it down here for you. Have you ever felt like this persistent ache inside you as that you're not able to feel, like a whisper that there must be something more to this daily routine, to the mundane tasks that you carry out, to the endless scrolling on social media, to the endless eating, consumption? Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt restless? It isn't random. It is actually your creative purpose calling you. It is your creator that has given you that nature to yearn, your creativeness yearning inside of you, trying to find expression, tired of you merely consuming because you have been trained to consume. Now, in these few slides, I'm just going to show you exactly how you have to start creating and how you can maximize AI tools to fast track it and create even faster. So stick to the end, because at the end, I'll give you a free guide that will help you in your creative process. Now, in the very first book of the scripture, that's Genesis 1, the first thing we learned about God is that He created. He created the heavens, He created the earth, and went into detail to express and show us how He created all of the heavens and the earth and the light and light out of darkness and land and sea. And then He said He created creators. That's you and I. We were the only one given language. We were the only one given the ability to create. So you weren't just made by God, you were made like Him, because He said, let us make man in our own image and likeness. So if you haven't started tapping into that, your creative nature, you will remain unfulfilled. You will keep having that nagging feeling of unfulfillment. You were not designed just to consume. So you were not designed just to consume what others create, but to bring new things to existence, like your Father. That's what brings true fulfillment. I have to put it out there for all of you, my creators. And the major distraction is consumption. Everyday consumption, you're consuming constantly. There's social media, you're holding a phone, you're holding a laptop, a PC, you have several devices, so much distraction, including food. That's the strategy of the enemy, is the modern day trap. You were trained to trade time for money, building other people's dream while your own creative potential lie dormant, while you're not tapping into yours. Let me help you. If you are in a job, you're currently in a job, that's great, that's good and fine. But you can start tapping into your creativeness. You can start tapping into that creativeness that you have been given by God Himself with the time you have after your 9 to 5. If you haven't already, making these videos takes minutes, 10, 20 minutes. So don't make it, don't aim for perfection. So don't overthink it. In order to create content, use the time you have left. No more excuses. because it's the enemy's strategy to continue to distract you to only consume, because that's what he does. He's here to steal, to kill, and to destroy, to consume people, to consume their time, to consume their effort, to consume their life. So don't be distracted. Put away distractions. You have consumed enough. Let this be the last video you consume today without taking action to go create one yourself. That feeling of restlessness inside you, that is how to, that's your soul longing for expression. You're a creative. So create as a form of obedience. Create that with that understanding that you were made to create. So don't see creation as it's just my side hustle, it's just my hobby. Create with that intention that I'm actually fulfilling my purpose. So it's not just about pursuing your passion, and it's not just about trying to make money online. It's fulfilling purpose. Creation is legacy. It is you putting content out there, leave your voice out there. Your language, your voice was given to you for free. You can use that to create messages that move the masses. That is how you extend your impact beyond your physical presence. God gives us seed, not finished fruits. He deposits that potential, that ideas, the experiences that you have gone through, a unique perspective within you. But it's your job to plant. It's your job to create. It's your job to nurture it into something that can actually be of value to others. So the key word is create value for others. The reason you feel so unfulfilled is because you feel the only problem you've ever obsessed on is that of yours. But what if you turn around and start obsessing on the problems of others? If you obsess on the problems of a group of people long enough to find solutions that can create value for them, that is you stepping into your purpose. And in turn, the financial rewards would follow. It is certain. But you have to put God first and know that, but you have to put God first and know that all of these things will be added unto you, all of the things that you seek. So how do you even begin to create? What do you create? That's the question I get. Okay, I want to create. Where do I create from? What do I want is life lessons. You can create from life lessons, the wisdom you have gained through experience. It isn't just for you. So you can create from life lessons, the challenges you have over. Trust me, those challenges you have surmounted. Some people need those solutions desperately. And you can come online and talk about it. That is the reason I teach people how to turn their YouTube presence to a business, because you're here on YouTube to actually give value to people, to help them, save them years and time with those things that you have already overcome. And in turn, position yourself for profit. What about the messages you needed long ago? You can actually teach people that. Think of yourself 5 years from now. Think of yourself, your younger self, 5 years before today. What are the things you know now that you didn't know then? Those are part of the things you begin to create content around. What are the things you're learning now that you didn't know 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago? What about the obstacles you have surmounted? Trust me, everyone has had one challenge or the other that they could teach about. One challenge or the other they could help somebody about. Write them down. Write them down. Your scars will become someone else's stars. What about your God-given passions? The interests that light you up, they aren't random. What about your God-given passion? The interests that light you up, they aren't random. Those are indications that you were meant to create. So your voice, your knowledge, your unique life experiences, they are not random. They are divine deposit waiting to be invested, waiting to be expressed. If you solve something, Someone, if you just solve something, someone else is still struggling with it. That's your cue. That's your content. So look around you. What can you solve that someone else is still struggling with? What do you know now that you didn't know before? So what sort of content should you now that you know what you should create, where you should create from your life experiences, your previous knowledge, your interests, the obstacles you have surmounted, the challenges you have overcame, then what do you then create? YouTube videos. I have said that over again, over and over again, and on these channels, I have taught you how to create YouTube videos, and all sorts of ways to create YouTube videos are on this channel. So dig into the various playlists. Don't sleep on it. You could just share share your story, share your story. Be authentic. See it as you talking to your former self or to your best friend, and just share freely. Teach people what you now know. Podcasts, your voice carry authority. A simple audio recording, because some people don't like to show their face. And that's okay, because you can still do a podcast without showing your face. You can even make faceless YouTube videos. Written content. What about blogging? Some people prefer to write their thoughts instead of making a video about it. But let me be clear to you, making a video about it is way stronger than blogging about it or making podcasts. All can work depending on the kind of person you are. But I position YouTube as a way to build that trust. It's a trust building platform. So how do you amplify your creation? How do you use AI to ensure that you create faster? This is so important. How do you use AI to ensure that you create faster? I always say it has never been easier in the history of time than it is now, because the things you would have done in 1 week, you can get it done in 1 hour with AI or less. So jump on it, tap into it, use AI to create. It's there for you. It's a tool. It's not there to replace you. It's there for you to master it, and it becomes your tool to work faster. It becomes your team. You can create GPTs. You can start from the basics. Start from with Chat GPT that we all know. Let Chat GPT help you brainstorm the ideas for a video. Talk to it. Now I no longer bother to type. I use my voice and tell it, oh, give it a background. So give it a background. You can even give it a personality and tell it, hi, chat. Assume you are an expert at helping small YouTubers do this, this, this. These are my interests. You state your interest. Provide me with 10 or 20 YouTube video titles. It will generate that. Once it does, look at the ones that interest you and then pick from there and say, elaborate, provide me a YouTube script so I can see what this is about. It has never been easier. What about video creation from this one video, like this one I have made now? You can split it into several videos, and I've made a video like that. And I use a tool called Opus Clip. I'll leave the link in the description box for you to go grab it, because it can split your videos and you have a month's worth of content that you don't have to keep filming every day if you don't want to. From one video, it can give you a month's worth of content. For graphic design, you can use simple tools like Canva. Canva is getting better and better as the day goes. You can use Canva AI as well. Maximize AI. It's a tool that is made for you. It's a tool that is here for you to master. It is not here to replace you. It is here for you to master. It is only people that have mastered AI that will replace those that don't. So see your creation as a mandate. See it as a mandate. This is what you have been called to do, because God is calling you to create. That restlessness you feel isn't just career dissatisfaction. It isn't just discontent. It is your purpose nudging you, looking for expression. The world doesn't need more noise. It desperately needs your voice, your perspective, your creation, because you're a creative. You are made a creator. Yes, you can begin with your smartphone. That's how I began. Begin with your smartphone. Don't overcomplicate things. Stop waiting for perfection. Start with obedience. Your creation might just be someone else's prayer. Check in the description box below and you can join our program to help you further with your creation. See you in the next video.